Good afternoon to my ravens and wolves. How are you? This is your girl Raven, and this is Raven Spills the Tea, and it is tea time. So, what's the tea? Here's my thing why Tasha K appeal will not work against Cardi B. And experts are chiming in. Okay, it is what it is. And it's not looking good. It's not looking like she's going to win this appeal. It's not. So let's get into it. All right. Hey, Woo Child, you the only one that call me Ray Ray. I love the fact that she has made her own nickname for me, and I think it's so cute, and I love it. And it's good to see you, Ravens and Bulls in class, but listening from the bushes. I'm glad you was listening from the bushes, girl. Now get your learning on. Good times. Now, what's going on? Experts are chiming in on Tasha K filing that appeal against Cardi B. And basically, they're laughing at her lawyer and her for even putting this damn paperwork in. Mm. As my auntie would say on my Panamanian side, it's caca. It is. So, embattled blogger Tasha K has followed through on her vow to appeal Cardi B's whopping $4 million defamation award. And the 45-page opening brief filed this week is a piece of work, the experts are saying. Oh no, you see, this is what happens when you give a man your number. Boy, he want to blow your phone up at the wrong time. Shh, off topic like a mother. Okay, so the lawyers who submitted it even told the 11th court, 11th Circuit Court of Appeals, they weren't requesting a chance to argue its merit in person. So they're not even going to argue these points that they made in that 45-page appeal that Tasha's lawyer submitted in. They're not trying to argue it in front of the courts. No, not in person. So, writing that the decisional process would not be significantly aided by oral argument. In other words, Tasha K's lawyers will not be appearing in court in person to argue this case. Girl, you know that is never a good sign when people don't want to come in public to argue the case, right? Right. Well, let's continue on. So Tasha argues in the filing that Cardi's January jury verdict should be overturned on various grounds. So she is coming up with the reasons why, including that Tasha's simple assertion that she believed Cardi B had herpes when she made the false statement about STDs to her audience. Is she serious? That okay, I gave my opinion that she has, she got the burning bush down there. And that's just my opinion that I gave to the audience. So you can't sue me based on me giving false allegations or false statements. Girl, do you know what the meaning of defamation is? Like, where'd you get your lawyer from? Did you go to child? I tell you. In school, I used to do like in high school, you used to have debates. Like, did Tasha get her lawyer from high school in one of them debate classes? Because I don't know about you, but if you make a bunch of false statements and say, this is what I think and I believe that this person, that's defamation, baby girl, okay? So you trying to like get an appeal or get your case overturned on that is not gonna work. So even the expert is chiming in saying that's a head scratcher. That's right. Michael Overring, a lawyer and professor at USC, Annenberg, who specializes in defamation and First Amendment law. It's saying, so when I allege that you had a loathsome disease, since I believe it to be true, you don't get to sue. That makes no sense. That makes no sense at all. In other words, girl, this is really what you filed on paper? So Michael also challenged the new appeal's assertion that it is that the Tasha saying that she didn't say these things out of spite or malice or any hatred or dislike for Cardi B. And basically, Michael's like, that is false. The defendant's spite and ill will are not evidence of malice. What? What is the evidence of? If it's not evidence of malice, he asked with a laugh. I think it has a pretty slim chance of prevailing. Michael Overing says of Key overhaul appeal. She got a right to appeal. Facts, she does. But everything I saw showed that she got a fair trial. It was pretty clear that the things she said about Cardi were motivated by malice and spite, and she did them solely to increase her audience. Because of that, she wasn't really believable, and the jury wasn't believing anything that she was saying. Hey, Dazzle That Tower, how are you? Oh my Lord. Hey, how you doing, girl? So they're not believing it. The jury didn't believe it, and neither is this expert is believing it, and that's why she lost her case. And now this appeal that she's trying to file, nobody is buying it, not even the expert. So her chances of winning this appeal is pretty slim to none. And she just wasted court time filing, keeping representation to file that damn paperwork, the 45 pages that was submitted to court. Girl, that's wasted money. You just use, instead of you wasting time filing this stuff, you should just use them coins to start making your first payment to Cardi B. Yes, I said it. She needs to start wasting the legal system's time with these darn appeals that ain't going nowhere, and just make that first payment, Tasha, okay? Make that payment. Okay? Make that payment over there to Cardi B, all right? Because insiders are saying that Cardi B is not giving up. Whatever, Tasha tries to throw out there to do, if it requires her to go back to court, to take Tasha back to court, she is willing to do so. Like she said, forever. All right? So she is 100% willing to take Tasha back to court. This is what insiders are saying. Yep. She's willing to put that work in and do whatever is necessary to make sure Tasha pay up that money for what she did. Ooh, and a little birdie is saying that, allegedly, no, I ain't the birdie. Somebody saw Storm Monroe's video and sent it to Cardi B. What? Oh, yes. Shoot. Yeah, that tea's hot. Somebody is saying that Cardi B got the link for Storm Monroe's live where he was talking about the medical records of Cardi B. Oh, child. I tell you, what? Tasha, it would have been better if you just left Storm ass alone, because now that's a little bit more evidence that Cardi B can come after you with. And you already gave up your home and is living somewhere else in Florida. And child. But let me continue on. Cardi's legal team declined to comment on the appeal. The Grammy-winning rapper who won her $4 million verdict in January after a jury sided with Cardi on her 3 claims of defamation invasion of privacy, and intentional infliction of emotional distress. After the verdict, a federal judge in Georgia ordered Kibi to scrub from the internet more than a dozen videos and several social media posts in which Tasha referred to Cardi in offensive ways, calling her names such as cold, sorbet, and cokehead. Cardi filed the underlining libel and defamation lawsuit in March of 2019, taking the witness stand to plead her case at trial. Cardi told the jury that she suffered extreme anxiety and depression after Tasha posted YouTube videos with the false statements. She said the severe stress caused her weight to fluctuate and led to issues in her personal relationships. In her new appeal brief, Tasha continues to argue that she never posted anything with actual malice. Girl. She and her lawyers also claim the trial court judge, made an error by prohibiting Kibi from presenting certain evidence about Cardi's alleged character. The district court errors and exclusion of plaintiff's character evidence resulted in a very lopsided presentation of evidence to the jury. Because the jury did not get to learn the type of conduct the plaintiff engages in or whom the plaintiff truly is as a person, the jury returned a general verdict for the plaintiff. Girl, this was not about her, Cardi B's, like, no matter what you would have presented as Cardi B's character, it's about what you said. Okay? Like, look, a 15-year-old in school could give you this. If they took, if they were on the debate team, could tell you. All right? And I'm telling you, as somebody who won doing debates and did legal research, I'm telling you, baby, it was about the statements that you made, okay? They all know about Cardi B's character, okay? Cardi B done put it all out there that what all the things she used to do during her stripping days and everything else. We all know what she's affiliated with, everything, okay? All of it's been out there. But we are talking about what you said on your lives, what you said in your post, calling her coleslaw B, okay? When she didn't have herpes. That's what is at hand. That's what the case is about. You saying that she had a disease that she didn't have, which prevented her from getting certain gigs in Hollywood. That's what the case is about. Not about her character. Like, grab 2 clues and sit down with it. Okay? Maybe you need to switch from, the wine. Ask Jesus to switch your wine bottles from wine to water. Jeez. Her and her lawyer need two several clues. So, Michael Overring questioned this assertion as well. He said the question at the heart of the trial was whether Cardi B's reputation was harmed by false statements, not Cardi B's character. Duh. Here's the thing. When you say something about a person having a loathsome disease, it is presumed harmful to their reputation, he said. So now the burden really is on the defendant to either prove truth or prove that there was no harm to the reputation. You can't prove that there was no harm to the reputation because obviously Cardi B counteracted that by saying she had to go to therapy, that she lost gigs. She proved she lost gigs. She proved that she had to go to therapy. It affected her mentally. Okay, it affected her relationship with her man. So it did cause problems. Girl. And then you couldn't even pull all the medical records that... Now, Mr. that King Storm... was talking about in his live about, Chelsea and them record pulling and all of that. None of that could have helped you with. Oh, but then you couldn't have put that evidence in there now because it would have, implicated. Child. Child. Oh, man. Damn, sitting near your hot seat got me sweating. girl, just go and pay that money, okay? Here's the thing, when you say something about a person, you're best to be able to prove it. He said, Tasha's simple argument that Cardi B's celebrity has continued to rise doesn't go very far, and it does not work. You would have to demonstrate through evidence that no one shunned her, no one made fun of her, and that's false. People did make fun of her. No one refused to be seen with her. You can't prove that. No one refused to go out with her. You can't prove that. That would be the kind of evidence that would be helpful in her case. And he said, and Kibi failed to convince the jury of all of that. So, yeah, you got no proof. So you know what they say, no proof, no case. And you found this appeal was a waste of time. It's not going to help her situation at all, y'all. I don't know what y'all think, because it's not going to help her. Like, this appeal, it looks like this latest appeal that she filed, it's not going to go nowhere. It's definitely not going to help her one bit. None. No. So, Tasha K, you was found liable of defamation, invasion of privacy, and intentional infliction of emotional distress in a lawsuit. So you just got to pay. And now you trying to seek a new trial after losing. You wasting time. You really is. So Tasha claims that Cardi B failed to disprove allegations regarding, I'm going to say prostitution and HPV in their legal battle. Girl, here she go. Now, Cardi B admitted that she was never a you-know-what, that she would leave the club. She has admitted that she was a stripper. That is common. Everybody knows she was a stripper. Everybody knows from her videos that she said she would go out on dates afterwards with these people, and she would, relieve them of their money, and whatever she can get. That's always been out there. Now, to say that she was a, selling booty, you're going to have to prove that. You saying that she has human papilloma, human papilloma virus? You're going to have to prove that, girl. So, yeah, and you couldn't prove it. So Cardi B claims were based on 6 statements which she alleged were defamation. Tasha K's lawyer, Olga, you always in some shish, girl. Olga, you just need to leave up out this section because your name always in some ish. Jesus, Olga, your name always in some at some. However, the plaintiff failed to prove with clear and convincing evidence that the defendants published any of those statements with actual malice. The gist of the plaintiff's evidence consisted of her testimony that those 6 statements were not true. Meanwhile, the defendant presented a plethora of evidence showing the origin of each one of the 6 statements and proving that the defendant did not act with actual malice. Ooh, child. Tasha K claims a judge swayed the trial in Cardi B's favor. Her lawyer says a judge wrongfully prevented character evidence from being presented to jurors because it wasn't about her character. At trial, the defendants were prohibited from presenting evidence of Cardi B's character and instances of plaintiff's conduct, even though under Georgia law, when there is assertion of damage to reputation, like in this case, plaintiff's character can come into question. The district court Exclusion of the plaintiff's character evidence resulted in a very lopsided presentation of evidence to the jury. Because the jury did not get to learn the type of conduct the plaintiff engages in or who the plaintiff truly is as a person, the jury returned a general verdict for the plaintiff against both defendants. So you trying to say basically because the Cardi B is a stripper, she was a former stripper. She admitted to going on dates with these guys and stuff. So that's enough evidence to say that she could probably have HPV and she probably has this, that, and the other. No, that's not enough. That's not enough. And even if you would have been able to submit that information or, the stuff about her character, you still would have lost that mother flipping case because of the things that Tasha was saying. Oh, go, come on, girl. You're just taking Tasha money. Okay, real talk. You're just taking Tasha money now. Because either which way, what evidence you could have submitted, you would have still lost that damn case. And this is a waste of flipping time. So Olga argues that Cardi B never proved Tasha K published anything with actual malice. The lawyers say that the vlogger provided a plethora of evidence citing the origins of her allegations, which includes claims of, prostitution and drug use. When did Cardi talk about using what? Okay, all right, girl. So Miss Tasha testified that when she said Cardi was a prostitute, she believed that to be a true statement because because Cardi has made various videos over the course of her career bragging about being a prostitute and having tricks. Olga, you should have, girl, you should have looked those videos over before you made this statement or even backed this Tasha K on this statement because we all know Cardi never said this. Hey, Mel MC, how you doing? It's been a hot second. Yeah, it is. I have missed your content. Well, it's good to catch you in here. It's been a minute since I've seen you, Mel. But it's been a while. Like, honestly, it's been a while since I looked at some Cardi B videos, but I have never heard Cardi B said that she was a lady of the night. I've seen videos of her talking about, her days of, getting, relieving men of their funds. I'm not going to, robbing dudes of their funds, and stuff like that. But nowhere did she ever claim that she was a, actual woman of the night. And drug use. No, Cardi never claimed to use the drugs. She used them on them. Yes. So Olga, you should have really did your research on this stuff before you just arguing this stuff, because you should had videos and everything that you could present, because ain't no video out there saying this. So the defendant proved that the defendants proved that Tasha did not act with actual malice when Tasha said plaintiff was a prostitute. So plaintiff cannot prevail on the defamation claim with that statement. You nitpicking. Tasha's lawyer also addressed her client's publishing allegations about Cardi B having STDs. Tasha has never made the statement that Cardi B has genital herpes, and no evidence of such statement was introduced at court. Girl, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Come on now. Come on. Now, we know full well there are several winos. There is thousands of winos and even non-winos that unheard you call this woman cold sorbet. Come on. And how many, come on. There's videos you talking about this girl. Stop. Now we just lying? Okay, see. No wonder the experts are laughing at y'all. Okay? She's really now she is just outright lying. But it's coming out, more and more as, former friends of Tasha and other people come out and talk that you're just a known liar. They're just a liar. Like your credibility really is shot. It really is shot. Now you backtracking on the that you said. You did call her cold sore B, right? Cold sore B. Mm-hmm. And you did say she's burning. You used to talk about her pimples on the side of her mouth and stuff. Oh, she having an outbreak. Come on, come on, really? So she is basing that statement on the following information: the definition of cold sores as an infection with the herpes simplex virus around the border of the lips. Mm-hmm. A video in which Tasha believed she heard the plaintiff admit to having cold sores. Pictures of the plaintiff with cold sores on her lips. Pictures of the plaintiff's husband with cold sores on his lip. Tons of tweets dating back from 2015 stating that the plaintiff has cold sores or herpes, or you're not supposed to say she got herpes. Hearing other celebrities say that the plaintiff has cold sores or herpes, and knowing that those pictures, tweets, and statements published long before the Jones interview are still available to the public, and that the plaintiff has never sued any of the people who made those statements. Nah, they wanted you, girl, because you're the biggest platform. You don't get it. In order to, this is in the art of war. In order to scare the rest, you have to go for the head of the beast. And in this case, the head of the beast is you, Tasha K. So she went after you because she knows if I go after the biggest beast in the game and I cut the head off the beast, then that will make other bloggers think twice about saying shit about me. And you know what? It worked, because $4 million is that a lot of people don't got. Okay? And that's just facts. Oh. Oh boy. So Tasha K demands a new trial, contending a jury erroneously found her liable of defamation and invasion of privacy. Her attorney says their original verdict must be reversed in its entirety. It ain't gonna happen. And character evidence must be allowed if the case is tried again. It ain't gonna happen, girl. It's not gonna happen. Okay, so you could just forget about this. And she's like putting article this and article that, and R214 at 41.1112, like in the videos, like, so they're actually like listing videos with the numbers on where to stop at and stuff, and article this and do the girl is like, she's in different parts, they're trying to list stuff, but honestly, I don't see this happening for her. I like, if she really does this, okay, I'm back now. Mel MC, thank you for coming through. I appreciate it. So I don't see her winning this appeal. I don't see her gaining a retrial on this after all the stuff that I told you about in this, and the expert actually chiming in and reviewing the whole thing of Tasha K's case. Now, this man is an expert. Michael Overing is an expert in defamation cases, and he said that Tasha K did receive a fair trial. Her trial was fair, and the evidence submitted and everything was fair. And for her, chances of getting a retrial or appeal or it being overturned is very slim to none. So he's laughing at all the evidence that Tasha's lawyer, Olga, submitted in. He's laughing at the evidence. He thinks is like, it's comical, because the way that she's trying to argue her case on it, it doesn't have a leg to stand on, y'all. So y'all, I'm about to close this out. Give y'all opinion if y'all want to. Do you think Tasha K has a case? Yes or no? Because as far as I'm looking at the evidence and everything, I don't see jack. I don't see her having a shot in hell of winning an appeal, winning a new trial. And I feel like at this point, she's just wasting her money and her coins. And the only one that is winning in this is Olga. Olga is winning, some more money out of her. Every time she files these appeals and file this court, the lawyers are winning. Tasha, you're not winning. You wasting coins that you could use to pay. Yes, okay. Portia, tell her. Go on, pay Tasha, pay Cardi B her money. Okay? Pay me. Yeah, pay her money. And on that note, I'm out. uh. Hey, Rocky. Girl, I'm about to be out. I'm sorry, but I don't know if you caught the live or nothing, but please catch the replay. But I'm just doing a little the defamation experts chimed in on her case recently because Tasha has filed her appeal. And yeah, I never understood Tasha's hate for Cardi, for Tasha to go so hard on Cardi. I think she went hard on Cardi because one, a lot of people hate Cardi B, and it's an easy topic. It's an easy person to um talk about. Cardi put so much of her tea out there that it was easy to use some of that tea against her. Also, she might, Tasha might be a Nicki fan. Maybe. Maybe she a Nicki fan. Who knows? But whatever her reasons, whatever her malice and hate for Cardi B, it don't cost her $4 million, and it's still costing her more money because every time Olga, where is she? Jesus, Olga, of all names. Every time Olga got to go to court or do file any kind of paperwork, that's costing Tasha. Now I'm starting to wonder if is Tasha keeping all this beef going with is Tasha keeping all this beef with Storm Monroe and Chelsea and all of this stuff back and forth? Is it a way for her to really, make some money on that app so she could pay for all these bills and stuff that she's incurring, trying to go after Cardi B? Honestly, at this point, I think she just need to leave him alone. Leave the whole situation alone and just pay your bill and go on with your life. I'm a Megan Thee Stallion fan myself. Okay, I like Meg, but honestly, I'm a Nicki girl. I am a Nicki girl. I love me some Nicki Minaj. Damn, did I delete the Nicki thing? I probably did. Okay, that was not good. I deleted it. But yeah, no, I did not delete it. That's right. I'm a Nicki fan. I'm a Barb. But I like Cardi B's music too. I do. There's some music that I do like of hers. On that note, let me get my ass up out of here because I got to go. Because I got some other stuff that I need to talk about because um, Tiffany Haddish and Ari Spears are about to be canceled. What? On that note, I'm out. Nels MC, thank you for stopping through. Mel, thank you for stopping through. I appreciate it. Rocky, thank you. Dazzle That Tarot, I appreciate it as well. And Woo Chow, get your classwork on, girl. And on that note, I am mother flipping out. Gotta go. Goodbye. I don't want to make it any longer because, people, hour long video. 30 minutes or something is good enough. I gotta go. All right, y'all. Bye. Yeah, Tasha, good luck with that appeal because it ain't looking good for you, girl, at all. On that note, I'm out.